So this will be my third video about graph of circular functions, and in this video I'm going to show you how to determine the graph of a cosine function in the form of f of x equals cos x. Now, the first step is magawa ng tabular values. Okay. Lagay natin yung angles natin. Let's say 0, pi over 6, pi over 4, pi over 3, pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2, and then 2 pi. One period yan. Okay. Now we have cosine 0 is 1. Okay. Cosine pi over 6, pi over 6 is 30. Cosine 30 is square root of 3 over 2. Cosine 45 degrees, so pi over 4 is square root of 2 over 2. Cosine pi over 3 or cosine 60 is 1 half. Cosine pi over 2 is 0 or cosine 90 degrees. Cosine pi is negative 1. Cosine 3 pi over 2 or cosine 270 is 0. And cosine 2 pi is 1. So, isang period niya ay 2 pi from 1 to 1. Okay? Now, i-graph na natin siya. So, we have here 0, let's say pi over 2, then pi, 3 pi, then 2 pi. Sa kabila is negative pi, negative pi over 2, negative pi, negative 3 pi over 2, then negative 2 pi. Sa taas naman, we have 1, 2, negative 1, negative 2. Okay. So, 0, 1. So, dito. And ito na lang, pi over 2, 0. So, pi is negative 1. So, dito. Then, 3 pi over 2 is 0. And then, 2 pi is 1. So, pag ganito siya. So, dito, if x is negative pi over 2, that will be 0. If x is negative pi, that will be negative 1. X is negative 3 pi over 2 is 0. And if x is 2 pi, negative 2 pi, that will be positive 1. Okay? So, pag ganito siya. Okay. So, ito yung graph ng ating function na si y equals cosine x. Also, yung ating dito, yung value kasi ng ating angle dito is from negative 2 pi less than or equal to x. Baliktad. Tama, less than or equal to 2 pi. Ayan. Ayan, ang values niya. Now, papansin natin yung range niya o yung domain muna niya, 1. Ang domain niya, the entire x-axis. So, ibig sabihin, ang domain niya is from negative infinity to positive infinity. Pagdating naman sa range, ang range niya, di from negative 1 to 1 pa rin. Inclusive yun. So we have negative 1 to 1. And then the period, mauulit ulit yung kanyang cycle after 2 pi. Ganito. From here, 0, ayun yung 2 pi, doon ulit siya na ulit. Okay? Actually, mag-extend pa siya dito, pero yung values ng x natin is from negative 2 pi to 2 pi. Okay? Pero dito, ang kanyang period is from 0 to 2 pi, na ulit-ulit yung kanyang position. Okay? Ang kanyang period ay 2 pi. We have x-intercepts. Ano mga x-intercepts niya? Eh di negative 3 pi over 2, negative pi over 2, pi over 2, 3 pi over 2, etc. etc. So, ang kanyang intercepts is in the form of pi over 2, quantity 2n plus 1. Okay. You can verify this by substituting values to n na real integer. Okay. Let's say if n is 0, if n is 0, that will be 2 times 0 is 0 plus 1, 1, 1 times pi over 2, pi over 2. Intercept siya. What else? The graph is symmetric to y-axis. So, symmetric siya dito. Tingnan mo. Ito yung y-axis natin. Yung sukat niya dito. Ito rin na sukat doon. Okay? So, ito, from here to here, from here up to this point, equal. So, symmetric siya sa y-axis natin. Okay? Meron pa ba? So, yun yung graph ng ating cosine functions. Take note of these properties of a cosine function. F of x equals cos x. Thank you.